Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday to you. So today's topic could be viewed as kind of a dark topic. So the topic is mental illness, and I'm going to call it that silent illness that kills, because of how many people that suffer from some type of mental illness. This became like really wicked apparent to me in the last 24 months. Obviously 24 months ago to 12 months ago, we had that whole normal phase, or what we used to know to be normal. And then the last 12 months, we've had this new, I'm just going to call it the new normal, of what life has been, now with and now post the pandemic and COVID. And the whole social isolation, not being able to be around other people, which is social isolation, and the whole idea of trying to work in remote environments when people really shouldn't be working in remote environments. So this really hit home this last now 4, maybe 6 months ago. We started really deep diving into the assessments that we do called DISC, D-I-S-C, which is dominant, influence, steady, and compliant, for those individuals that have taken our assessments before. And we took a deep dive into those assessments to be able to make a determination if people had the ability to work at home versus people not having the ability to work at home or work in a remote environment. And as it turns out, we were successful. We actually were able to come up with an algorithm based upon taking a fairly simple assessment to be able to tell people, do you have the ability to work at home well and function well in that environment? Or you have the ability to work at home, but you struggle a little bit, maybe in this environment. And then that last section, individuals that are over here, under no circumstances should be working at home. These are people now in the last 12 months that are being medicated, that are real. They become completely a different person. The depression is horrific. They have really changed the way that they think about things in life. So a couple things. Number one, if you know anybody that's over here, you might say, well, how do I know? Well, if you don't know, then maybe you don't know anybody. But if you do know, you might come across somebody that you know that is really struggling with the entire working in this new world that we're in today. And my advice to you, if you know anybody here and you happen to know they may be over here, is for you to reach out to them on a regular basis and just be a friend. Hey, how's your day? What are you doing today? Talk about things that really are fairly insignificant, but letting them know that you actually care about them as a human. So the group that's over here, it's pretty simple. They work well in that environment. They get along well in that environment. They're able to function well professionally. And the group that's here and that kind of that iffy area, our advice is you can come up with 5, 6, 10 things that you can do on a daily basis to remind yourself every single day that you need to get done and to accomplish. And then you can function well in that space. It's just harder for you. And then this group that's over here and those individuals that we've seen complete our DISC assessment that we see in this area, we do everything in our power to tell them, you need to get out of that environment. You need to absolutely change that environment that you're in, because it is not mentally wise for you to work in a remote environment or for you to work alone. And if you're being forced to work alone based upon the job that you're in, then look for another job. I mean, you need to change whatever that is. This is not a long-term, sustainable, conducive place for you to be. So sorry for the kind of the deep topic today, but I think it'd be very, very helpful. If you know anybody that's kind of in one of those realms that may need some help, obviously I'm happy to chat with anybody and kind of walk them through things they can do to help them. But I hope you have a great week this week. Happy Monday, and we'll see you next Monday. See you later. Bye.